Okay, hi. Well, welcome to week 2 of Human Resources. I hope that you are enjoying the rain. If you have rain where you are, I'm enjoying it here. Kind of a nice, quiet Sunday. Excellent job on the discussion boards this last week. Did a great job of responding to it, not just posting what you had to post, but responding to each other, asking questions, asking for clarification, and supporting each other. It was a nice discussion week. I'm glad to have you guys back. You do a great job on that. Remember that they open on Sunday night at midnight, and they close Thursday night at midnight, so you've only got a little limited amount of time to get in there and do that. But doing an excellent job. You need to have at least 3 posts during the week. You do more, I give you extra credit. So that's a way to get extra credit in the class. Some of you are really good at that. A reminder that you have your paper due on Friday. If you are running into trouble and you need a little bit more time, just contact me. Send me an email. I know that it may have been hard to get an interview with your classified or your certificated HR person this last week, and we're starting up again to go back to school. So if you need a little bit more time, let me know. I'd like them by the 16th. Gives me some time on the weekend to grade, but if you need a little bit more time, let me know. Okay? Your paper is 3 to 5 pages. Doesn't need an abstract. Does need a title page, so that 3 to 5 page does not include your title page. Remember to use your APA format. Most of you are very good about that. You've got some things online. Go to that OWL writing clinic if you need some help. But we haven't had any trouble with APA formatting before, so just make sure you're following that still. You don't, I think I said you don't need an abstract with that. You're going to talk about the hiring and recruitment policies between classified and certificated in your school district. It may be different if you have a personnel commission for your classified employees, which makes the process a little bit more complicated if you have a personnel commission. Some school districts have them and some don't, so you might want to talk about that. You're going to talk about how, probably the difference between how job descriptions are written up, what the union's involvement in that is, because they can be very involved in the job descriptions. Also, they can be involved in the selection. Depends on your school district. You might probably want to talk about how your district shields itself from discrimination or uses affirmative action, and probably want to talk about California Ed Code 44100, about the things that you can ask for and what you can't ask for when you're interviewing somebody. What's the difference between becoming a permanent employee as compared to a tenured employee? What's the difference between those, and what's the process? How does somebody get permanent status as a classified employee compared to how a teacher gets tenure in the certificated side? And how do you advertise your positions? How is it different for classified and certificated? Classified, obviously, or certificated, you're going to use EdJoin. Everybody's used to that. But is that the most appropriate way to get your classified employees? I'm looking for a database manager right now, and our HR department wanted to do it on EdJoin. I said, I'm looking for a technician. They're not going to be on EdJoin. We got to think of different ways to find this person, because they're not a teacher. They're not in the education field, and I don't need them to be. I just need them to be able to manage a database. Different kind of thing that I'm looking for. Are there tests involved before they come in? Lots of times with certificated, you're not going to give somebody a test before they walk in. They've got their test done. They've got their CBEST. They've got their RECA done. But what about your classified employees? If you're looking for a computer tech for a school, what kind of test is that going to be, and who's going to design that test? Because that can be complicated. And who designs the interview questions? Do you have somebody specific? Like if you are looking for a custodian, the questions are going to be different than for an electrician. Who designs those interview questions, and then who vets them? And then who gets to sit on the panel? Because if you're hiring a teacher, you obviously want a principal and some other teachers on board. You may not need a custodian on the panel. But if you're hiring an electrician, you probably don't need some teachers on the panel. So talk about those kind of things in your paper. I think you'll be fine on that. You're going to be reading in chapters 2 and 3 this week, which will help you with your paper. If you've done a little bit of reading ahead of time, it will really help you. You've got some nice references in there. Don't forget, your next paper is due January 30th. You're going to need a contract from another school district. So what I'll do is, if you need one, I will send you a couple of them that I've kind of taken off of other people's websites. That's where you get them. You go to the website and look under employee contracts, and they're almost always posted there. They're supposed to be posted online. But if you have trouble finding one, let me know. I'll send you a couple of different copies, and you can use which one you want. You'll find it's very different compared to if you're a small district or a large district, or if you're a very litigious district. The difference in contracts is going to be very interesting because there's a lot of difference between different school districts depending on how many times they've been grieved or what kind of lawsuits that they've been through. Okay, so week 2 you're going to read chapters 2 and 3 in your book. You're going to be online answering discussion questions and working on your paper. If you need more time on that paper, let me know. I'm flexible. I won't mark you down. I know it was kind of a hard start because not everybody was back from vacation right on time, so just let me know. All right, have a great week.